Hi Capricorn. So things to be aware of for the week. We have the Justice card. In the Justice card we see this person here staring right at us, looking at us straight face to face, looking right at us, and he is holding the scales which are balanced, and he's holding the sword vertically. It's a position of power. It's a position of trust in many senses. And this Justice card is about fairness and issues of fairness and equality. So this week you may be having instances where perhaps this issue comes up of being treated fairly, whether that's in a relationship, whether it's at the office with your coworkers or your boss or your friends, that it's something to be aware of, to be mindful of. And when you make decisions, know all of the facts, understand the consequences of what you're going to be going through, read the fine print. Justice on a literal level could suggest that maybe you have a court appointment or something with someone from the legal industry. You're reviewing documents or contracts. There's that element as well. But when I see justice, it's about fairness, and it's about doing things that are just and truthful. So be mindful, be aware of that, of issues that require attention being paid to equality, or both sides of the issue being presented accurately and fairly. So we also have the Hermit as this awareness card, and this is telling you to take some time for yourself, maybe remove yourself from the chaos, remove yourself from social situations, and it can be a little bit of time. It doesn't have to be, climbing the mountain and moving away and never talking to anyone again. This is really just time to reflect, time to think about what's going on in your life. You may be reflecting on perhaps there's a situation where you're not being treated fairly, or that maybe a sense of fairness has to be instilled within a situation. So this card is about enlightenment and illumination, and that's yourself. It's you're seeking the truth of yourself with the Hermit. And so whether you need to take a time out from a lot of the busyness or the chaos, here is a card that is saying to reflect and to think about what's going on in your life. So I'm going to pick two cards for guidance. Okay. So we have the Six of Cups in terms of guidance, and this is such a beautiful card, and you see the older child handing a cup full of flowers to the younger child. So one of the big pieces of information that we get from this illustration is to be gentle and to be kind, and to treat others with kindness and consideration. And it goes to this childlike wonder. On a literal level, you may be dealing with children this week. The focus may be on children, your own children, or perhaps nieces or nephews or grandchildren. If you're a teacher, focusing on children, but there's certainly this childlike element here of simplicity and kindness. And then one of the other things to think about with the Six of Cups is thinking about past times in your life, going down memory lane. And doing so brings you comfort. It makes you feel good. You may be connecting with someone from your past. You may be in, whether that's in person or over the internet or through social media, there's a sense here of something from back then is kind of on your mind, and you're thinking about it. Or, you know, you perhaps, you know, maybe meeting someone again. You may be meeting someone, an old colleague. You may be going to an old town, but there is that element of nostalgia and of tripping down memory lane. As I always say, it's a nice place to visit, but don't park your tent there. You know, you can't live in the past. You have to be in the present, and that takes you on to the future. So then we have the King of Cups in terms of guidance. This King of Cups, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. He is emotionally with it. He is kind, considerate, intuitive, empathetic. He understands how people feel because he has experience. He's learned from all of his years. He sits on the throne. He rules fairly, and he is kind and considerate to those around him. So he's a wonderful source for advice, for someone who will listen to whatever's going on in your life and without judgment. So whether that is you offering that to someone else, or if this is something that you would benefit from, you know, the King of Cups is a master of his emotions, and more importantly, he's a sensitive soul who's very much aware of others and their feelings. So now I would like to choose, I'm going to choose 2 cards as possible outcomes. Okay, possible outcomes. We have a sense of cooperation and the ability to work together for whether that's in your relationships, in your marriage, with your kids. There's a sense of working towards a common goal and doing it well. This is a master builder here, and he's working with these other folks to create something beautiful, which is this cathedral. So this is about work, and this is about unity in working with others, successful collaboration. And so possible outcomes is that you are, you know, after you have done some thinking about the situation, maybe you've reconnected with someone, you're showing some loving, considerate feelings toward others, and you're aware of the fairness of issues, is that that's going to blend into successful working together. And so this is skill. You also may be taking a training this week. You may be building up your skills, extending them. But this is really, he's a master in being recognized for his good work. And when we're recognized for our good work, that often leads to referrals and more work. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So we have this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and he's sitting on his horse and he's holding his pentacle and he's observing. He is looking out over his fields, and so you get this sense that he's steady, he's stable. There's a firm foundation here, and he's planning to get security and to build his firm foundation through hard work, through being responsible, through awareness. So we get a sense here that there's you're doing some hard work this week, that you are working and you're doing a great job. And this common sense, practical approach, the Knight, may not be the most exciting, but this can suggest that maybe you write things down for the week, that you have your list, or you have your goals for the week, or you just write down and reflect some ideas that you want to think about. But this Knight of Pentacles is the hard work and the attention to detail. It's all in the details for the Knight of Pentacles, which is to work hard and to get things done and to accomplish. Not the most exciting, but, you know, you can rely on this energy. And there's a sense of leadership, I think, as well with this card. So now I would like to choose an oracle card for a little more information. This is kind of like meditation or a focus area for the week. Rain dance. So when I look at this, it's a card of freedom. And when we dance in the rain, we let go of our inhibitions. We let go of the feeling that of getting wet. Like, I don't want to get wet. I don't want to ruin my clothes. I don't want to ruin my shoes. And it's allowing yourself the freedom to skip, jump in puddles, feel free. I think this is a message of feeling free. And, you know, there's also this carefree sense with the Six of Cups as well. So in terms of a focus of a meditation area is to allow yourself to open up, allow yourself to dance, to have fun in whatever shape, and allow yourself to be who you are without feeling uptight or restricted. And now I'm going to choose a spirit card that goes to spiritual self or emotional self. Cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much-needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And what a wonderful message. Cleansing in all areas of your life. Your physical space, in addition to your body, in addition to your mind. And, you know, maybe the cleanse is allowing yourself to feel the raindrops, the symbolic raindrops on your back, and to have this sense of being re-energized. So cleanse. Think about how you can cleanse this week. And maybe that's cutting out certain foods or doing a few green smoothies or green juices. Perhaps it's, again, getting in touch with yourself and your sacred space with respect to the hermit, and to reflect and to meditate. And finally, I'm going to choose an oracle card for love. The past, through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations of energy in order to transform your heart space. So, releasing stagnant situations, and again, I touched on it earlier. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, of going down memory lane, which is fine to inspire you, to make you feel comfort, to make you feel good. But when you get stuck in memory lane where it affects your ability to move forward, that's when it's a trouble, and that's when it becomes stagnant. So, you know, acknowledge the past. Find happiness in your memories, but keep moving on. Live in the present. Focus on the present. You know, that's what you have is today. And you can certainly visualize for tomorrow. And there's no harm in visualizing. It's wonderful to do, but we can't recreate the past. You know, we can't make things exactly like they were, so it's best just to put them in their proper place and to move forward. So Capricorn, I hope you found something helpful here today with this weekly reading. If you did, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe, share, and comment, and come back again for another reading. I thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great week.